Hello and welcomes back everyone, AnthWolf here, more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Valicar the Bounty Hunter. Let's get ourselves into Kaas City, as I mentioned in the last video, and go see what's happening, see what the prerequisites of the Grand Hunt actually are. Oh. Imperial Destroyer, just overhead.
A second of your time, please. Mind a 20. Imperial Intelligence.
What exactly is Imperial Intelligence?
The information gathering and internal security arm of the Empire. We report to the Minister of Intelligence, who reports directly to the Dark Council. You're a new face on Drome and Kaas. That presents a unique opportunity and a small window in which to use it. I need you to meet a man. Go where he says and do what he asks. There's little danger. But you must not question him.
I'll play your game, but if this is some sort of setup, I'll hunt you down.
Noted. The man is named Manda, and he is in a local cantina. Tell him the Lord of Sorrow sent you. Good luck. We will not speak again.
Yeah, you'll notice a lot of Imperial Intelligence people have names like Minder, Keeper, Agent. A lot of their unique personalities kind of muted. But no, welcome to Kaas City. It's a big, impressive place. Very imperial.
Wow, that must be the Citadel. That's the center of the universe as far as the Empire is concerned.
Indeed.
How big do you think those flags are?
Yeah, there's a lot of things we could do around here. Of course, we will be exploring this throughout the entire time we're here on Drome and Kaas, so we won't be running around too often just yet, but we will pop ourselves into the cantina and let Manda know that the Lord of Sorrow has sent us.
Well, this place looks lively. I guess the Imperials have something that passes for fun after all.
Oh, there's a cantina everywhere. Yeah, Mako actually wants to speak to us again. Sure, see what you have to say.
So this is pretty priceless. There's a ton of buzz on the net about someone breaking into Fothra's place. Fothra's been throwing credits around to find out who did it. No takers. Nemro's paying them to keep quiet. He's having way too much fun watching Fothra suffer.
HoloNet coming up with any other info?
Republic politics, rumors about the war. Nothing worth mentioning. You know, Brayden used to say I was unique for having this HoloNet link. But I have no clue how I got it. I've had this implant forever. Parents must have had me teched out as a baby. Who does that?
Maybe they were thinking about your future.
That's hard to imagine. The parents who abandoned me, thinking about my future, Brayden was always encouraging me to look for my past, and I figured street kid from Nar Shaddaa, what's to know? Now, gotta admit he was right. Something weird there.
Decisions. All of them are fine, basically.
You want any help? Let me know.
Be careful about promises, buddy, or you'll wind up volunteering to wrestle rancors on Hutta. Thanks. Really, I appreciate it.
I like Mako. Interesting character. Useless information for you all, but normally when I'm making female characters to play as here in Star Wars, I normally make a version of Mako to run around. Especially as an Imperial agent, as an operative. And that just makes you all uncomfortable now. But no, it's, yeah, one of my favourite characters to get to know.
Manda? The Lord of Sorrow sent me.
Listen carefully. I can say this once. A Chiss security officer stands at the bank. Hand him this gambling chip. He will give you a small item and further instructions. Now walk away casually.
The plot thickens. But yeah, Mako and probably, is it Vet? The Sith warrior has a companion who is a Twi'lek. A Twi'lek slave called Vet who joins him in his journeys. And she's quite chirpy. So we'll go towards and find this Chiss security agent. Chiss are one of the races most notoriously known for having pale blue, like, well, I say pale blue skin, just blue skin in general. And normally red eyes as well. So this is kind of like the marketplace of Dromund Kaas. You find all the vendors here. Some class vendors up here as well. Upgrade your level if you don't have one of the various hollow statues.
I have a gambling chip for you.
And I have a package for you. Do not open it. Better if you don't even look at it. There is an NK line droid. I'll show you where to find it. The package goes there. Long live the Emperor.
I wonder if it's the same voice actor who did Riker's Children. Sounded familiar, just obviously his tone was slightly off. And looks like someone actually wants to speak to us. Wang writes in.
7 brutal bloody murders, 7! And the killer is allowed to walk free? Decent, law-abiding citizens, loyal servants of the Emperor are being slaughtered. And what do our security forces do? Nothing. I've seen the killer myself, but the authorities say I don't have enough proof. I demand justice.
Ooh, you sound really important.
I must be heard. I'm the only one who knows the truth. Several days ago, I spotted a bounty hunter following people seemingly at random, but pointing a strange device at them. The descriptions of the murder victims exactly match the people the hunter was following. He's behind these brutal killings, I know it.
Lots of bounty hunters kill for a living. Me, for instance.
There's nothing professional about these murders. They're sickening, depraved even. I followed the killer this morning. Saw the filthy alien skulking into the Mandalorian enclave. Someone called him by name, Renegan. This bounty hunter must learn the Empire doesn't tolerate alien scum like him killing its citizens. He needs to be punished.
I wonder how that conversation would go if we weren't actually playing a human character. Even though we're a cyborg, I think we're still classified as kind of human, obviously. But if we were playing, say, a Twi'lek or Chiss or anything else, basically, he might have a similar opinion of myself. One thing I'm going to do, though, maybe turn the brightness up slightly if I can. Oh, just the gamma's already at max. Oh well. I know sometimes my character's quite dark. He is dark skinned though. It depends where the shadows are. Oh, hello, what's this? Oh, PvP mission terminal. We don't need you. Oh, we'll go see that MK droid. Plenty of experience boosters still in my possession.
Getting lonely?
I have a package for you.
For me? How wonderful. And I, in turn, have something for you, to show appreciation. If we have not caught the Republic's attention with this sequence, they simply aren't paying attention. Empire forever.
So yeah, we don't know what that was all about, but apparently we were trying to get the Republic's attention. Unusual person going to random people for some nefarious purpose. I'm sure there was nothing to it. So now we're going to get ourselves over to the Citadel, as Mako said. It's split up into 3 different sections, as I mentioned earlier, but before we could even see the different enclaves. So 1, 2, and 3 hidden behind here.
Ready for departure.
We'll go see Lord Kaas first, in the Sith compound. If I haven't mentioned already, you'll notice that mounts aren't allowed within buildings. The only one that is the rocket air booster, the legacy ability. Which is why it's handy to have. Gets you moving around within buildings quite easily. Here's Lord Crafts.
Hey.
Lord Kaas, I was hired to deliver these reports from Lieutenant Malloy.
Fascinating. You were the bounty hunter who was involved in the capturing of the Brental Star, were you not? Tell me, what were your impressions of the Republic forces you fought?
Their troopers are getting some solid kits, lots of recent hardware and advanced armor.
Fascinating. Which means they are preparing for war, despite what their politicians say. I thank you for your insight in these reports. If you'll excuse me, I must study them before giving the Minister of War his marching orders.
You notice how he phrased that, his marching orders. Imperial intelligence deal with the more subtle side of, obviously, the Sith Empire, but the Dark Council basically control the entire Sith Empire. In fact, the entire ideology, I think, is if you don't have the Force...
That's very patriotic. Do you get the feeling that we're really out of place here?
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have the Force, you really are subhuman, sub-alien. You don't deserve to be here, basically. You are cannon fodder for them.
Getting lonely?
Which is why the Sith like to cultivate their power and keep themselves in charge. So before we go into the Mandalorian compound here, Renegan is just here. Level 34 power tech and the 36 mercenary.
I'm back.
I've got a shuttle to catch. You mind getting out of my way?
Fleeing the scene of your crimes, Renegan?
Just my luck. 10 seconds later and I would have been off this blasted planet. You've been listening to Wrightson. Great. Listen, I didn't murder anybody. I was just hired to tag some random citizens, that's all.
You didn't ask why you were hired to tag random people?
You know this business. If the credits are good, no questions asked. I didn't know my clients would kill those people. I was hired by a group of Sith to organize games for them. Didn't realize what that meant until bodies started piling up. When I confronted them, they laughed. Said Sith have a birthright to hunt lowlives. It's like a sport to them.
Where do we go from here?
I'm not taking the blame for something I didn't do. I'm in over my head and too many people are watching me now, so I can't even leave. I need help, and I'm willing to pay for it. You interested?
I'll see what I can do.
I just want this problem to go away, and I only see two ways for that to happen. Either get rid of the loudmouth pointing fingers at me, or end that sick game the Sith are playing.
I think your clients need to find a new hobby.
Works for me. I'll have a plan that'll get them so good, no one will have to worry about fallout. Take this hunter tag. Use it on Sith acolytes all around the city. The acolytes will become my clients' new targets. Don't worry. I'll make sure they survive. Come back when you're done, and I'll pay you.
Interesting.
Destination?
So head ourselves back over to the Kaas city proper. So yeah, we get to tag these acolytes, and I guess Renegan's going to step in and help them out to clear his name. And of course bring the accusers to light. Not the accusers, sorry, the Sith who are playing their games. So we need to find some acolytes. Nobody's standing around, not doing much. Some of these NPCs can be clicked on. Ah, there's one. Oh, there's another. That's another one over here. Anyone else? Aha! Found you. Cool. 4 acolytes marked. Get ourselves over to the Mandalorian Enclave once again. Now that I know what to call it properly.
Okay.
Ready for departure.
So enjoy the sights. The gloomy, gloomy sights.
My client's already ambushed one of the acolytes you tagged. Wish I could have been there. Attacking Sith is a major crime, even for other Sith. I sent the authorities an anonymous tip to watch the acolytes closely. When my clients jumped the ones you tagged, they were arrested and executed. Best work I've done in a long time.
I'm glad to see you're so happy.
In this job, I don't get much chance to feel like I did the right thing. My loudmouth friend ought to shut up, now that the killers have been caught. That should make life easier. Here, take these credits. Couldn't have pulled this off without you. See you around, friend.
Thank you very much.
I'm back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bump another experience booster. Level 30 mercenary, interesting. Ah, it's a nice skull. Is that a great dragon skull? I'm not too sure. Possibly. Just let everything load in.
And then I told him, "You think that's cold? You should see what I did to the Gamorrean. I never saw a Rhodian run so fast in my... Whoa. Hello, handsome. You here to sweep me off my feet?
We are here for the Great Hunt. We've been sponsored by Nemro the Hutt.
Oh, what's this? Got yourself a pet? Little sister, maybe? It's not enough to hold a real man's interest, anyway.
Mako's the only person in the galaxy who matters to me.
Really?
Right now, that is.
Really?
Your loss. You probably ain't gonna like what I'm about to tell you. But there's nothing I can do about it, understand? There's one spot left open in the Great Hunt, and over 3 dozen hunters who got sponsorships.
Those other hunters can go home. That spot is mine.
It's yours if you can get it. Lots of folks will be thinking the same thing, though. The Huntmaster himself will explain how we're gonna sort things out. Head into the main room, and show some respect. When the Huntmaster's done talking, come on back in here. I'll be handling you from here on out.
So we're going to go speak to the Huntsmaster. When it decides to load for us.
Quiet! Quiet, you dogs! Huntmaster is about to speak. Pay attention and show some respect for once in your lives. You heard the Huntmaster. You're competing for the last spot in the Great Hunt by taking down 3 bounties on Droman Kaas.
You expect us to hunt here, with Imperials crawling all over us, and Sith?
Let the man talk. I want to hear this.
For all you overblown, useless, no-talent cowards, we installed a handy exit door. Use it now! The rest of you, the real hunters, go see your handlers. They'll get you oriented to the planet and assign you 3 unique bounties. Everyone who takes down all 3 of their bounties wins a spot in the final melee. Anyone who doesn't get all 3 is out.
Hunting on Droman Kaas? That's suicide. I'm grabbing the first shuttle out of here. I suggest you do the same, friend.
Do I look like a coward to you?
Now you look like a kid with fire in his eyes. The kind who gets himself killed. I'm done here. May your quarry fall before you, Hunter.
Well, what are you standing around for? Back to your handler. That's Krista for you, new blood.
Yeah, we get no respect around here. Not yet, until we've proven ourselves. As everyone's mentioned, we only have one spot. We have 3 unique bounties we have to get here on Kaas, which probably isn't the best idea, but what do you have to do? And if everyone kills all 3 bounties, then there is a final melee. Which is interesting. Hello, Krista.
A dozen cowards just scurried out of here. Probably won't stop till Kaas is light years behind him. You understand the basics, right? 3 bounties, hardest targets on Kaas. Gotta get all 3 to qualify for the final melee.
What exactly is this melee I keep hearing about?
Ooh, it's a big old scrap. Everybody who gets all 3 of their bounties goes into the rage pit. 1 comes out. Now let's see who your first target is. Whoa, this can't be right. You got enemies among the Mandalorians or something?
Just Taro Blood, the Mandalorian who killed Brayden. What'd he do?
It'll be fine. What are we dealing with here?
I wouldn't wish this bounty on anybody. Gotta play the hand you're dealt, though. The target's a Republic noble named Valtaka. He got captured during an Imperial raid, brought back here, and sold into slavery by mistake.
Why was selling him into slavery a mistake?
He should have been ransomed, but Altaka wasn't properly identified when he got captured. Altaka's slave group was building a big old statue in the jungle. The slaves rebelled and took over the site. Nobody can get in there. We don't even know if he's still alive. If he is, the family will pay big.
Easy jobs bore me.
You've got confidence. I can give you that. The slaves got themselves a tent camp near that statue they never finished. If Altaka's still kicking, he's probably somewhere in there. Before you go, meet your new best friend. The S-86K full-gauge carbonite armor upgrade. You can't shoot a fella with this while he's springing around. It's too slow to charge up. But once that fella ain't resisting, say, after a good long beating, the S-86K will freeze him for transport.
Didn't know they made devices to freeze people.
Carbonite ain't so much freezing as it is... Well, I ain't got a clue, really. Just have fun. You find that Republic noble fella and claim that first bounty, then hurry it on back here as fast as you can.
So yeah, we've gained our first bounty. We can actually gain a great deal of experience. So, because the class... wow. We normally would have gained a great deal of experience for that, but... Because remember, we were getting 12 times the natural experience, but we're so far ahead in levels that even the class quest is now grey. So, yeah, we're earning practically nothing until the class quests get caught up. Which could be annoying, but it just means we're so far ahead and we're going to have an easy time up until a certain point, I imagine. And by that time we should be gaining a good deal of experience from our class missions once again.
Destination?
So yeah, we need to head over to Outpost Tempest. Oh yeah, that's where... yeah, sure, we'll actually take that journey.
Enjoy your stay.
Just south of Outpost Tempest, we have the unfinished Colossus, and that's where we may find clues to Altaka, the Republic noble. I think I'll end this video here though, after we've arrived through the taxi service, and we'll start on our first bounty afresh, because there's a few things we can do apart from searching for this Republic noble while we're down in the Colossus ruins. But in the meanwhile, enjoy the journey. Have another look round, see the lightning spire in the distance. Yeah, Kaas has certainly got a rebellion problem. And not just one, there's various types of rebellions going on around here. 13 sniper. So yeah, I'll park myself here, and when we come back we're going to take this road towards the unfinished Colossus. This, of course, has been AnthWolf with Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now.